Well, it's winter time, and well, it's about to be winter time. It's actually fall, but this is the time of the year where you get sick. I've been sick for like over a week, and my voice reflects that. But I haven't really given myself time to heal. I've gone out surfing at least twice, being sick, or while I was sick, and then we had an action-packed weekend with family and friends last weekend. So today I was actually trying to get off work early so I can go out and surf after work, but I'm not feeling good. And plus, this time change thing, it's like after work, by the time I get to the ocean, I only get like a little bit over an hour to surf, and it's almost not worth my while. So I'm gonna have to get crazy on the surfing in the weekends and somehow fit it in. But I always fit it in. Anyway, because I didn't go out surfing today, I want to talk to you about the FireWire Mashup. I originally, way back, I think like over a year ago, I had the 5.9. It was too small. And recently I had the 5.10. And we're going to go back in time and look at some of the clips on the 5.10 mashup. I'm 175 to 180 pounds. The 5.10 mashup was 35 liters. Really, really good board. And unfortunately for the mashup, I was introduced to the Hypto Crypto, which once you ride the Hypto Crypto, at least for me, it outshines the mashup in every which way. So I couldn't justify having the two boards, so I had to make a call. I'm keeping the Hypto, and I let the mashup go. But I wanted to talk about the mashup for all you guys because it's still a very, very good board. And it has a place in, I think, a lot of people's quivers. So let's go back in time. We're going to go back in time and we're going to get to see my dog when she was alive, Leilani. And let's check her out briefly, and then let's look at the FireWire Mashup.
Hello. My 19-year-old baby girl. Looks like a puppy. This is the gem. The mashup is back in the quiver. I had a 5.9, and it was a little too small. But now I have the 5.10. This is the perfect size. 5.10, 35 liters. This is gonna be a shredder board.
Now my first run on this 5.10 mashup was not the greatest session. This is the very first time riding it, and the turns were just not that great. I did not like how it felt. It felt very sticky. It didn't feel loose at all. Now I will say this board grovels. It's a pretty decent groveler. Here I am on like a 1 to 2 foot day and just trying to work my way through the mushy wave sections, and it's pretty decent. Now this is the culprit. This is why it did not shine well. It's because I had the seaside fins on there, and these fins work great on the seaside, but if you have the mashup and you want to do some good turns, don't use the seaside fins. So here's a different day, and I switched out the fins. And right away you can tell it's already turning a lot better. So yeah, this board is really starting to light up now as I get more and more used to it. And I peaked over here on this wave where I really went for it on trying to charge on the lip there. And this was probably one of my best turns, actually the best turn on the mashup that I've had right here. Man, that one felt good. So if you have the mashup, I definitely would not ride it on a gravel day. It lights up on like 3 to 4 foot surf and steeper waves. Take it out on the good days, because on the gravel days you're better off with like just a high performance graveler like a Seaside or something of that nature.
Yeah, baby.
So yeah, I don't want to diss on the FireWire Mashup. It really is an excellent board. As I mentioned earlier, I just rather have the Hypto Crypto. But if you don't have the Hypto and you grab the Mashup, it is an excellent, excellent board. If I had all the money in the world, I would keep it in my quiver. But I don't have all the money in the world, unless you want to donate some for me. Hit that super chat. No, I'm just kidding. But one thing I will say about the resale value of the Mashup is it's not great. Like if you buy a Seaside and you resell it, the resale value is really, really good. I want to say once you buy the Mashup, just be prepared to take a loss if you're going to sell it. So in that sense, it might just be better to keep it, because yeah, you're probably going to take a loss on the Mashup if you're trying to resell it on Craigslist or something. But other than that, I highly recommend the board. Again, take it out on steeper, more powerful surf. It can grovel, but it's not a good time. And even the Hypto Crypto, it also can grovel, but it's not the best time. The Seaside is the best grovel board ever, so can't compete. But when it starts to get a little bit performance-y, take out your Mashup or take out the Hypto. But yeah, I really enjoyed having that board. Hopefully I don't regret that I'm going to sell it, but I don't think I will. I don't think I will. If you have the Hypto Crypto, you just know it's a far superior board, especially when you're doing turns. All right. Oh, I want to let you guys know on another thing that I got rid of out of my quiver, and it's not a surfboard. Check this out. So this year, I really went ballistic on inline skating. I used to do a lot of skating when I was a teenager, but this year,
Okay, ready?
Yep.
I really went for it this past summer. Man, this session was so fun. And I remember coming home after this skate session, and I felt so alive. I was 48 at the time this past summer, and I just felt like I was like a kid again. Very nostalgic feeling. I felt like I was like 20 years old once again. So I had a wonderful time doing it, but I've also had some pretty crazy injuries, and I've been really good at avoiding injuries because all I really want to do is surf. But when I got into inline skating again this year, I was pushing it a little too hard, and I had a few falls and injured myself. So I don't want to injure myself anymore. I don't want to fall in concrete anymore. Maybe I'll change my mind when we get to next summer, but for now, getting rid of the skates, even sold my fun box with that reel. That thing was so fun. But it's time, because as I mentioned, I just want to skate. Or, I'm sorry, I just want to surf. And I can't really get hurt. Because when I get hurt, I can't do what I love the most. And there's no other feeling than the glide on a wave. You know, inline skating, though, when you're sliding on a rail or you're grinding on a curb or at the skate park, it feels very similar. But nothing compares to the glide on a wave. This is the best feeling in the world. And I'm pushing 50 years old, and it's time to just concentrate on surfing. If I'm gonna get hurt, it's gonna be in the water. It's not gonna be at a concrete skate park. Keep surfing, y'all.